All right, take two. Sorry, guys. The lighting from my room is kind of crap because it's in the corner instead of the middle, and I don't really have anything to fix that. So I'm trying to fix the glare a little bit, make it a little bit less meh. And I had to move my chair because I could see the light in my TV, which was just not okay. That's a little better, I think. It's not as good as I would like it to be, but it's better. It's better. So, plus I'm not the main attraction here. The game is, so I'm not too worried. Main thing is that I can see the TV pretty clearly this time. So let's go ahead and kind of get things back to where they were. Is there like a, what do you call it? Like a streamer? I love the music, but I got to turn it down a little bit. All right. We only watched the beginning intro, so we're not too worried about everything here. All right, so let's try this again. Again, I apologize if the lighting's a little crap. I'll figure it out. This is the first time I've streamed in this room in a couple years almost, so it's going to take a little bit of work. But here we are. This is going to be my main streaming area from here on out, at least for the foreseeable future. I can't imagine anything's going to change, but I got to keep an open mind. But I'm going to be streaming this on Twitch. I think we got probably a little over an hour. It's 7 o'clock here, Eastern Standard Time. Pacific Standard Time is about 3 hours behind. So right now it would be 4, if I'm not mistaken. See, yeah. So we got about 2 hours of playtime plus however long it takes for the DLC to download for Tekken 8. So we probably got until about 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's a fair amount of time to start getting into this game. So for those who don't know, I did kind of like a video not that long ago on my YouTube where I explained what was going on and what my plans were. And I actually mentioned that I downloaded this game about a week ago now. And then like 2 or 3 days later, Game Awards hits and they mention that they're bringing in the main character of the game that I downloaded. So this was already ready to go. I was just going to play it on my own time, but I'll probably go ahead and stream it on Twitch just for the lulz. So I will be porting this over to YouTube. So if you guys end up liking this, consider liking and subscribing. The more that you guys do, the more that helps me out. The more you guys help me out, the more I'll try to help you guys out. If you guys want to hang out on my Discord, want to hang out with some really cool players, or want to get some coaching, consider hopping on over there. Once I port this over to YouTube, I will be putting the link in the description. Also, last little tidbit, especially in the beginning of the game, when it's Final Fantasies tend to be very heavily story driven. So I'm probably not going to be doing a whole lot of talking. I'll try to make it a point to mix in some commentary and some comments here and there, my own thoughts and opinions and stuff like that. But for the most part, I'm just going to kind of let the story play out because I don't want to, talk over the dialogue and then miss critical information or just kind of lose the immersion of the story because of my talking. So if I'm a little quiet in the beginning, especially, I do apologize. But with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and kind of get started. If you guys want to see me play the whole game all the way through, definitely consider liking, subscribing, or following me on Twitch. And let me know that you guys want to see all of this, and I will definitely consider continuing the playthrough on stream. I'll probably play it on my own, but if you guys want to see it from beginning to end, definitely let me know. But with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get started. Enjoy the cutscene that I'm pretty sure is about to start.
It was Moss the Chronicler who said that the land of Valisthea is blessed in the light of the Mother Crystals, and that it was this light which finally led our forebears out of the darkness. Yet, what they saw in the light gave rise to temptation. Temptation that ever lures us back into the crystal shadow. And thus did our journey begin.
It'll be light soon. Both camps have begun to stir.
You all know the target. Shiva's dominant. And only the dominant.
No one else? Where's the fun in that? How do we even know the girl will be among them?
Our kind do not question orders. We follow them. Try to keep that in mind. Let's get this done.
Focus, Wyvern. You are key to this mission's success.
Yes, Sergeant.
I said focus, Wyvern.
All right. As I mentioned before, I'm probably not going to be doing too much talking, especially in the beginning, because a lot of dialogue and a lot of stuff going on. But in any event, so far, pretty intense. We still don't know anything. We just saw Ifrit and Phoenix going at it a little bit, and so far that's pretty much it. It looked like it was potentially a memory. So, because the way it kind of came out of Clive's eye like that, maybe he recollected that part of it when he was looking at the fire. Who knows? But press the start button at any time outside a cutscene to open the main menu. Gameplay configuration settings, including camera inversion, can be adjusted on the system tab. I'm personally okay with the.
All hell is about to break loose.
I'm personally okay with the camera, so.
Time to move.
I don't think there's a sprint button. I think
Just
that's
in
pretty much
time.
it.
These Iron Blood are more beast than man.
The way this is going, they won't need this new dominant of theirs. What?
To the gates! Quickly! Move!
What do you mean, you refuse? Did you not pledge your swords to our cause?
Come now. Marshal, the King of Waloed is our guest.
And you have His Majesty's answer.
I wonder that you summoned us at all. Have you so little faith in your own men? It was the Dalmex who drove back the Crusaders in the Battle of the Twin Realms, was it not? Or am I mistaken? Besides, your dominant has yet to take the field. And when he does, our knights would only get in the way.
Perhaps you have not heard, but the Iron Blood now have their own dominant. We would be fools to underestimate them.
Bugger their knights.
What did you say?
Should this citadel be allowed to fall?
the capital will lie exposed. And I doubt the Crusaders will wait for the good king's pawns to line up before taking to the board. Which just leaves me.
Topka!
The Iron Blood will rue the day they set foot on Storm. This game is over.
You cock.
Benedicta.
Take care.
Does the lion take care when he chases the hare? Or do you think me one of the latter?
No, my love. You are a lion. You're my lion.
I'm not afraid of a little frost, Benedicta. But I will need someone to warm me when I come home.
The front lines are gone. This is our chance. The chaos will conceal us.
So that was automatic. I didn't have to hit anything. I went to hit jump, and then he was already doing it, so. Hello.
And quick and deadly.
As always. Take the van.
Wait. Something's not right.
Titan. So the Darmaks finally grew tired of being slaughtered.
And look who's here to greet the bastard.
Come on.
You don't get to die here, Wyvern. Move! Anytime, Wyvern. You're just gonna stand there? Wyvern! Wyvern! I told you before, you do not get to die here.
Do you yield? Well, if you're not cut out to be a shield, there's always work for you in the stables. Unless, of course, you think you can defend your master while sat on your arse in a puddle of pig swill.
I'm sure he'd find a way. My brother always looks after me. Right?
Go on. You're sure to hit him eventually.
Don't give up now.
Two arms. It wouldn't do to disappoint the gallery.
All right, let's do this. Revisit combat training. Yeah, I don't
Let's
remember
start again
crap.
from the beginning. Come, show me your form.
Press square to perform a melee attack. Up to 4 attacks can be chained together. Okay.
Very good. Such swordsmanship will serve you well in the field. But can the same be said of your spellcraft? The flames of the Phoenix burn within you. Now let them burn without. Come, Clive. Rain fire down upon me.
Channel your inner flame. Press triangle to cast fire, a ranged spell that can strike enemies from great distances.
Keep them coming. Well done. You wield the Firebird's flames just as a first shield should.
You flatter me, my lord.
Or would you rather I flattened you? Can be arranged. Let's see if you can elude my blade. After all, your attacking prowess will count for naught if you don't live long enough to use it. On your toes, Lord Rossfield.
Press R1 to evade an enemy's attack. Evading an attack at the precise moment it is dealt will temporarily slow the enemy, making it more susceptible to a counter using square or triangle. So if you guys watched the Tekken 8 trailer, there was a point during Jin's string where Clive puts up his parry, and this is exactly what I was referring to. So when you evade at the opportune time, you can get essentially a critical attack.
Good. Move only when you must. Was I not clear as to the purpose of this exercise? Good. Remember, Clive, your blade is not your only weapon. Quickness of thought and fleetness of foot are indispensable arms in any shield's arsenal. But you are not just any shield, are you? Show me what sets you apart from the rest. You have been blessed by the Phoenix, granted the use of its power. Call upon that power now to close on me. Well, I'm waiting.
The blessing of the Phoenix grants Clive the ability to perform feats of inhuman strength and dexterity. Phoenix Shift is one such iconic feat. Press circle to swiftly close in on a distant target. Both melee and ranged attacks can be used while executing a Phoenix Shift.
Good. Fly at your foe before he can raise his guard. Impressive. But even the most agile shield cannot hope to escape every blow. And death may come by a handful of cuts as easily as it comes by 1,000. There is only one way to ensure that you do not fall. Keep
Don't
your
fall.
wounds mended and your energies replenished. Speaking of which, my lord, you seem a little worse for wear. Now that won't do at all.
Consumable items such as potions and tonics can be used to restore Clive's HP or temporarily boost attributes. Consumables can be assigned to up, right, or down via the Items tab in the main menu for quick and convenient use. These items can also be used directly from the menu. So we'll just use a potion.
That's better. Battle is a succession of pivotal moments, wherein life and death can be decided at a single stroke. You must be ready to utilize every tool at your disposal if you are to navigate a path to victory, or at the very least, to ensure that you live to fight another day. Enough practice. It's time for the test. You've recovered from your soaking, I trust? You wouldn't want to kick a man while he's drowned.
I thought you'd never ask.
Come then, Lord Rossfield. Spar with me. If you believe yourself worthy to be called Shield of the Flame, then prove it.
As you wish, my lord.
Alright, so I guess this will be our first somewhat fight.
Make proof of your strength.
Defeat the Lord Commander. The will gauge indicates an opponent's will to fight back. Break their spirit by landing attacks and strike them when they are vulnerable.
Go on, you're sure to beat him this time.
You can do it, Clive. Just stay calm.
Ah, you're taking this seriously.
Keep going, Clive.
Come on.
Lord Murdoch's will has been broken, leaving him staggered. Try dealing as much damage as you can before he regains his senses. Use R2 plus square to execute Rising Flames, a powerful, iconic ability granted Clive by the Blessing of the Phoenix.
Well, it's time I took my own advice and used all the tools at my disposal.
What? I won? No, I'm just kidding.
He won! See? I told you he could do it!
Aye. Bested at last. It's taken me long enough. That was a display worthy of your father. You are a true shield of the flame, and let no one tell you otherwise. Including me. What are you lot gawping at? Back to your drills.
Joshua, I was just tired. The Phoenix's flames are a gift. You mustn't waste them.
It isn't a waste. My shields look after me. Why shouldn't I?
That's why. You were coughing this morning too. You shouldn't be outdoors.
I'll be fine. It's just a cold.
Don't push yourself.
His Grace has returned!
Father's back.
Hey.
Your Grace, please, this is no place for one such as you.
I would gladly brave hell itself to see my darling boy. Gentlemen, Rosaria thanks you for your indefatigable loyalty.
Thank you, Your Grace. We live to serve.
Joshua. You should not be out of doors. We have discussed this.
I'm sorry.
Good day to you, Mother.
Come, Joshua. Your father will be expecting us. Lord Murdoch?
Your Grace.
What a way to treat your own flesh and blood.
I know. It's not his fault. Not everyone can be born the Phoenix.
We should join them.
Rise, my friends.
Welcome home, Father.
Thank you, Joshua. You are well, I trust?
Yes, Father. Much better. Today, Jill and I went to the Bailey to watch Clive's spa.
Is that so?
Quiet, Torgal. Stop it, boy. Not now.
He'll make a fine hound one day.
Father.
Lift up your head, girl.
Thank you, Your Grace.
The capital rejoices at your safe return, Your Grace.
War is coming, my boy. We must make ready.
Is the situation truly so grave?
Come to the throne room. We will talk there.
Yes, Father. Your Grace.
Shields dismissed!
Torgal. Where do you think you're going? Clive here is off to see the Archduke.
Right.
Should you find yourself lost, do not fret. Hold down L3 and trust in your animal instincts to point you in the right direction. Your current destination will be displayed with a red shield looking thingy.
Is trouble brewing?
I'm not sure. I need to speak with Father.
All right. Let's get this stuff unpacked before the Duchess calls for us.
Useful items can be found across the realm by those who know where to look. Items discovered can be viewed on the Items tab in the main menu. Oh, so it's just automatic. Okay.
Preparation is key. We must be ready to march at any time.
You don't need to tell this one. She's raring to go.
She's heard this speech before.
They've closed the gates.
Let's hope the side entrance is still open.
So no, I don't have to be walking. I just want to kind of glance at everything as I'm going by them.
Good as new.
Forgive me, Lord Marquess. Pray do not concern yourself with this bungling cur. Bow to him, you fool. Did I say to speak?
It was no trouble. Really.
Oh, do not indulge him. To be allowed to stand in your lordship's presence is more than his kind deserves. Why, neither the Empire nor the Republic treat their bearers half so well. He was lucky to be born in your father's dominion. Very lucky, as I remind him every day.
Stand, please.
Start!
I trust his good fortune will continue. Of course, if that is your lordship's wish. Don't work too hard. Remember, it is for the good of the duchy that you serve. As do we all, my lord. As do we all. Come along now. Back to your duties.
Looks like they're getting ready for supper.
I think someone's hungry.
Oh, so that's just like water. Okay. Like a water crystal.
Nice and quiet in here, isn't it? There's Joshua.
Marquis. Forgive my man, he'll be done in a jiffy. Just getting the place tidied up for the big procession.
It's kind of cool. Using wind to trim the bushes and stuff.
Clive,
Are you worried about the war?
the soldiers will expect the Phoenix to help them, but I don't know if I can.
Don't worry, Joshua. Father will guide you. And I will protect you. Always.
I know. Thank you, Clive.
You will put Joshua's comfort and safety before your own. Do you understand? Yes, Your Grace.
Some large gates and stiff levers require extra effort to operate. Use X to access them, then hold R2 to push or pull with all your might. I feel like this is kind of a meh little like mini thing.
Good luck.
You commanded my presence, Your Grace. How may I serve you?
All right, you can stop licking my boots. Your mother isn't here.
Do the territories fare any better?
Most lie under a pall of black. In just these few moons, the Blight has taken nigh on all of the northern reaches. It is only a matter of time before it crosses the border.
By the flames.
Nearly every available bed in the capital is already occupied by those fleeing the Deadlands. Even if we were to send them south to Port Isolde, more would only follow in their wake. Every day we delay brings us closer to disaster. We must move now.
Against the Iron Kingdom.
We have traded blows with them for too long. It is time to end it.
At the very least, we must secure Drake's breath. Without the blessing of the Mother Crystal, we cannot defend our realm from the spread of the Blight.
The Iron Blood will not relinquish it easily. This will be a bitter fight.
We ride for Phoenix Gate tomorrow. There we will listen to the words of our ancestors, as tradition dictates.
Am I to go with you as Joshua's shield?
There is something else I would have you do first. Rodney.
You will have heard the reports, I am sure, of beastmen from the north being sighted within our borders.
Goblins in the Stillwind Marshes. I know of the rumors, yes.
Then you know what must be done. I will give you 2 good men. While we ride north tomorrow, you will journey to Stillwind, search it and clear it. Then you will join us at Phoenix Gate.
It is time to prove your strength. And shut your mother up for good.
I will do my duty, Your Grace.
That will be all. Rest well. We ride at dawn.
Yes, Your Grace.
Active Time Lore. Hold touchpad to access the Active Time Lore, or ATL, feature. A compilation of important information relevant to Clive's current storyline progression. ATL can even be viewed during most cutscenes. All ATL entries can be accessed later in the game. So this just gives you some information. Rosalith Castle, situated in the heart. I can already tell you guys from some of the words I'm looking at, some things are going to be difficult for me to pronounce. I'm going to do my best, but if I pronounce something inaccurately, I do apologize in advance. I'm not the greatest reader. I'm fairly average, I would say, but just in case something comes up, I just want to give you guys a heads up. Situated in the heart of the ducal capital of Rosalith, it is from this towering ivory fortress that the Archduke and his family rule their nation. An architectural feat the founder himself would be proud of. The castle has stood since the early days of the duchy and watched over the rise of this proud nation and the people who inhabit the city beneath. The Mother Crystal's enormous glassy mountains, five of which tower over the lands of Valisthea. They are the source of the crystals that the people of the Twins rely on in their everyday lives. Not only that, but the lands surrounding them are rich with ether, making the magics the crystals cast even more potent. For these reasons, great nations have sprung up around each Mother Crystal and have long warred with each other for possession of their blessings. I apologize. I'm just having a little, adult situations. The Grand Duchy of Rosaria, a nation occupying the western reaches of the continent of Storm, with Rosalith as its capital. Rosaria was originally formed from a collection of smaller dominions, all of which now stand united under the banner of Archduke Elwyn Rossfield. Not possessing a mother crystal of its own, the duchy has long been locked in bitter conflict with the Iron Kingdom over possession of Drake's Breath, which lies still further to the west, in the midst of the boiling sea. Elwyn Rossfield, Archduke of the Grand Duchy of Rosaria and father of Clive and Joshua, loved by his people for his steadfast leadership both at home and on the battlefield, which he put to good effect in quelling the rebellious northern territories. The Iron Kingdom, also known in the local tongue as Huron, the Iron Kingdom is an archipelago nation situated off the west coast of Storm, which its capital at Craig. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Craig Loisgate. The mother crystal Drake Breath rises from the volcanic island situated just within or without its borders, depending on whom you ask, and has been the subject of long-standing conflict between the Iron Blood and the neighboring Duchy of Rosaria. The Iron Kingdom's inhabitants shun any contact with outsiders, which has given rise to a unique, if largely inward-looking culture. That looks like it's about it for now. I try to keep up with that as best I can as we go. Retire to your chambers. So many stairs.
No messages, my lord.
How long will you be away this time?
Not long. 4 days, maybe 5.
And you will be taking Joshua?
Well, I can't exactly leave him behind, can I? The blood of the Rossfields runs in his veins. Before going to war, we perform the rite at Phoenix Gate. It's our way. You know that. And only the dominant can enter the apothecary, so yes, I'm taking Joshua.
Oh, to hell with your way! The boy is ill.
You think I don't know that? But the boy is also the Phoenix. The heir to the throne. You can't keep him in swaddling clothes all of his life.
Elwyn!
Don't worry. Clive will watch over him. Though he is a youth of but 15 years, he's already a fine soldier. He will make a splendid shield.
You see more in him than the Phoenix did. He was rejected, Elwyn. Our household has no place for such a failure. He is worthless, a man like any other.
As am I, my dear.
Nonsense. You are the Archduke of Rosaria.
Oh, not this again. You know as well as I do that I only sit upon the throne because my father was taken before his time. I am merely warming the seat till Joshua comes of age.
You are your father's firstborn son. and you sit upon the throne. All is in its right place. Unlike some, you have not disgraced our noble blood.
Without men like Clive to keep us safe, your precious noble blood would long since have graced the gutter. We have an early start. I'm going to sleep.
This is it then. Time to prove yourself.
Wishing on a star?
I'm a little old for that. I should get some sleep.
Right. You're going with them tomorrow, aren't you?
I am Joshua's shield. I'm sworn to protect him. He takes too many risks. I only wish I could save him from himself.
Clive, you...
I have another mission too. Father has given me my first command.
Well, if you're not going to pray to Metia for your safe return, I shall just have to do it for you. There's going to be another war, isn't there? Since coming here, I've begun to take peace for granted. I assumed the war between our nations would be the last. But it never really ends, does it?
No. The next war will be bigger than before.
But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive? You're a shield of Rosaria, after all, and blessed by the Phoenix.
It's getting cold. We should go in. My lady.
Good night, Clive.
Sorry, Ambrosia. We won't be hunting today.
Don't worry. I'm sure you'll do brilliantly.
I'll try.
Good luck!
Friends, we ride for Phoenix Gate. May the blessing of the crystals go with us
and shield the Firebird's flame forevermore!
His Grace departs! Open the gates! Lord Rossfield, allow me. I shall see her safely to Phoenix Gate.
Thank you.
We're ready to depart, my lord.
May I say what an honor it is to serve alongside you? This is to be no mere investigation. If there are goblins in Stillwind, they won't leave willingly. The Beastmen are a fierce foe. We underestimate them at our peril.
Not today, we won't.
Sir Wade, Sir Tyler, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
As you command. To the marshes, then. And may the blessing of the crystals go with us.
The world map displays all the locations indicated by glowing pins currently available to Clive via fast travel. Additional content can be redeemed from the System tab in the main menu upon completing a chance encounter in the main scenario.
Keep your eyes open for those goblins. The reports placed them in this area.
It's all swamps from here. What's your step, my lord?
And everything else.
Alright, let's do this. Lost in a fog. Feeling overwhelmed? Try equipping one or more of the 5 timely accessories. For example, the Ring of Timely Strikes allows its wearer to chain complex attack combos only using square. The Ring of Timely Focus slows time before an incoming attack, allowing for an extended evasion window. As with all items, timely accessories can be equipped and unequipped on the Gear tab in the main menu. The Attribute tab provides a comprehensive overview of Clive's current level, status, abilities, and gear. The Items tab contains lists of all non-gear items currently in Clive's possession, including those used in quests. Consumable items such as potions can be used at any time from this tab. Items can also be assigned to shortcuts for quick access during gameplay. Select an item from the consumables list and press square to bring up the shortcut window. After confirming the button it is to be assigned to. Up, right, or down on the D-pad. Press X to confirm the decision. The wave of euphoria induced by this foul-smelling brew grants those who drink it delusions of invulnerability. It is widely consumed by soldiers seeking to toughen their own hides, however briefly. Increases defense by 30% for 90 seconds. Okay. The Journal tab contains information on main story progress as well as all current and completed side quests. Options on the System tab includes wireless controller configuration, as well as video, audio, accessibility, and language settings. Okay. Ability points can be spent in the Abilities tab to acquire new abilities, as well as upgrade existing ones. If you are unsatisfied with Clive's current build, reset all abilities and try again, as there is no penalty for doing so. Details of each ability and feats can be viewed by selecting its icon. A sword indicates an ability's capacity for dealing damage. Looks like some stars. Indicates an ability's capacity for breaking a target's will. We only have 50, so probably should just hold on to it. But I don't want to. All right. Gear and icons. The Gear and Icons tab is used for equipping weapons and armor, as well as assigning iconic abilities to available slots. This is what I wanted to check out. Ring of Timely Focus. Clearly, the darkest of arts were employed in the ring's forging, yet no matter its infernal providence, it does effectively slow time, and that can prove very handy in staying alive. When equipped, time slows before an evadable enemy attack strikes Clive. No effect when equipped with this ring of timely evasion. Okay. Fleetness of foot requires lightning quick reflexes, eagle-like vision, and razor-sharp focus, not to mention the calves of Fuma, that or this convenient ring. When equipped, Clive will automatically evade attacks as long as the attack can be evaded. If there were a ring that transformed a novice swordsman's awkward jerks and jabs into a veritable dance of precisely executed flourishes, one might wonder why every knight in the realm didn't have one of their own. When equipped, complex ability combinations can be executed by simply pressing square. There once was a hapless battle mage who oft found himself on the losing end of duels, for in the heat of combat he would forget to use the healing potions he carried with him. Fed up, he enchanted a ring to remind him to do just that. As he was a better mage than swordsman, the ring worked. It worked so well, in fact, that he could rarely even recall raising a vial to his lips. When equipped, Clive will automatically use a potion when his HP falls below a certain point. Potions... Okay. So the question is, do I even want to use these things? Because I feel like that's kind of cheating. We'll go without them for now, and if I find myself having issues, then we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Not exactly the most well-maintained path.
And who do you imagine would maintain it? They've all fled from the Blight.
Actually, you know what? I wouldn't mind the one that slows time down, though. Actually. Why not?
It's hard to believe that anyone used to live here.
The old village of Stillwind is ahead. Not that there's a lot left of it.
To Gil. Worth it.
With me.
Use triangle after striking an opponent with square to conjure a magical explosion that deals significant will damage.
Goblins. So the reports were true.
We should press on. There may be more ahead.
Welcome to Stillwind.
Have care, my lord.
There's more.
Some enemies will drop gil or items upon their defeat. Loot is gathered automatically by approaching the glittering icons.
Nice try. Not quite.
Cool beans.
Watch out, my lord. Some of their number are spell slings.
And what a number. We'll all have our hands full here.
Forevermore! Nice try.
Most efficient, my lord.
Just looking around, seeing if there's any more or less obvious items to find. Usually in the beginning they don't usually bring out like all the really big stuff yet, but every now and again in the game there'll be like that one really good item that like gets you through like 90% of the game. So it's always good to look around. It's not usually the case, but it does happen.
We should be nearing the old village square.
It might not be a nest of goblins. Cheeky sods. We're trapped.
My lord. I'm working on it. He's the leader. But we'll have to take care of his followers first.
Care to thin the herd?
As if you have to ask.
I'm not done yet! Fine display, my lord.
And then there was one.
Shit! He's invited a friend!
On your feet, Sir Wade.
Here it comes!
Larger enemies must be faced with caution. They have far more HP than their smaller counterparts and will often use devastating abilities to overwhelm opponents. Use the Blessing of the Phoenix to not only deal considerable damage to these enemies, but also break their wills. Breaking an enemy's will can stagger it, leaving it unable to act and vulnerable to attacks.
Founder, that's a swing and a half. Be ready to move when it winds up for another.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Enemies will become partially staggered when their will gauge is reduced to 50%, creating a short opening in which combination attacks are easily landed. Completely reducing an enemy's will gauge will stagger it. Extra damage is dealt when an enemy is fully staggered, increasing with each strike landed up to a maximum of 150%. The total amount of damage dealt during this time is displayed upon the enemy's regaining its senses. Gigas slain. Level up. Level 6, HP 820, attack 72, defense 22, that's terrible. Stagger 72, strength 17, vitality 12, and will 17. So essentially it looks like everything more or less went up by 2. Hard leather armor, it looked like. Following important battles, a separate result will appear displaying battle performance and rewards. Rewards are based on performance and may include items, gear, ability points, and experience points. Armlets, okay. Okay, cool.
Come back and fight, you coward! After him, before he summons the rest.
Gear can significantly improve player attributes, but only when equipped via the Gear tab in the main menu. Similarly, the right abilities can turn the tide of battle, but only if learned and mastered via the Abilities tab in the main menu. Mastering existing abilities as well as learning new ones requires ability points, which are earned in battle or by completing quests. Alright. Ooh, so we got pretty good amount right now. Cool beans.
There he is. Damn it.
Run over it. Oh, this spells boss fight all over.
This ends now. What in the...
A freaking Marlboro, really?
Marble? It's far
Or-
south. Keep clear of its maw, my lord. That thing's
I guess they
breath
call
is
it a
worse than
marble.
its bite.
Or marble.
That reeks! I said stay away from its mouth!
Where's it going?
Underground, that's where it's
Your guess is
going.
as good as mine.
Cinematic strike. When the screen flashes blue like this during a pivotal moment in battle, press square before the time runs out to deliver a devastating blow.
Now! Before it recovers!
Use square just on an opponent's attack as it attacks to parry the strike, temporarily slowing down and leaving the opponent open to a counter. Executing an iconic ability while time is slowed in the manner will slightly lower the ability's cooldown time.
Won't be gone for long. I cannot fall here.
When the screen flashes red like this during a pivotal moment in battle, press R1 before time runs out to evade the incoming attack.
Now for the final push, my lord.
I think we made it angry.
I'd rather we made it die.
Morble Slain. I don't know if they changed it or if that's supposed to be like a different kind, but it used to be called a Marlboro. So let's see. Level 7, HP 850, attack 74, defense 34, stagger 74, strength 19, vitality 14, will 19. So it looks like everything pretty much goes up 2 points every time you level up, which is pretty cool, which is fine. HP essentially went up 3, which is nice. Defense looks a little better than it did, but that's just because we have that armlet. But overall, can't complain. Spoils, nothing.
My lord. Thanks. I never thought I'd see it. Not just goblins in Rosaria, but morbles too. I'll petition His Grace to send a detachment. If we don't stop them here, they'll be at our gates before long.
We should get moving. We don't want to be caught out here after dark.
If we set off now, we can still reach Phoenix Gate before nightfall.
Damned blight.
All right. Oh, okay. All right. I just need a second.
Suddenly, thousands of red eyes. No, wait till you hear this. Wait till you hear this. His lordship draws his sword. The goblin chief runs off screaming straight down a Mormor's gullet.
More tales! Drink and be merry, boys! Good work on the morrow. Must be gratifying to see your student making such a name for himself. The young lord has a bright future ahead of him.
Aye, and one of these nights he may even deign to join us.
Are you unwell?
No, Father. Just a little tired.
Well, it has been a long day.
They all like Clive, don't they?
Aye. Your brother will be a fine shield. We're all very proud of him.
Father? Why is it that the dominance is always born into our family? It doesn't seem fair.
We cannot live without the blessing of the crystals. And the crystals work their magic through us. You have been blessed, Joshua. Blessed to be a dominant, to wield the power of an icon. Our family has been chosen to share that power with the people. So that is what we must do.
Follow me, o'er the rolling green meadows. Follow the flames and arise from the shadows. Hear the rosarian voices that ring, fanned by the firebird's life-giving wings. Go on, the wind-born, o'er the great land of storm.
Louder, my friends! Louder!
See how the fire in the
I don't suppose I've been missed.
Hear the rosarian voices acclaim, stirred by the firebird's life-giving flames. Oh.
Poor Jill. She'll be wondering where you've got to. So much for you being a fine hound.
So this is where you've been hiding.
What are you doing out here?
I didn't see you at the feast.
Feasts are the only time shields are allowed to take their ease, and I've never really been one for cakes and ale.
It's the vegetables I don't like. I hear you slew a marble. All the men were singing your praises.
They never used to. When I joined the ranks, everyone thought I was a spoilt little lordling. If I didn't know how to handle a sword, I'd be a laughingstock. The Archduke's firstborn failure. You're the one they really believe in. I'm jealous.
That's not true. They don't believe in me. They believe in the power of the dominant.
My brother the Phoenix, ruler over life and death.
It isn't fair. It should have been you. I don't have what it takes to lead our people. I don't have the strength. But you do.
Every man has his duty. Ours was decided long ago, when our ancestors chose to instate the dominant as the Archduke of Rosaria. All to ensure that whenever our nation stood on a precipice, the Phoenix would rise from the flames to drag us back from the brink. The fate of Rosaria sits on the dominant's shoulders. It is your duty to bear that burden.
What about you?
I was born to be your shield. That is why I was given the Phoenix's blessing. To keep our future rulers safe. No matter what. However hard it gets. I'll never let you down.
Thank you, Clive. I know you'll always take care of me.
Before I can do that, you need to take care of yourself. All right?
I should go inside. It's past my bedtime. Good night, Torgal.
Replies from the capital.
You took your time sampling the wares, were you?
It's a good job the North is full of enterprising traders keen to keep us in wine.
Spare a barrel for the boys on duty, eh? What in the...
Gateway secured, Captain.
We proceed as planned.
Is that...
Forgive me, my prince. It's me, Wade. You probably don't remember me.
I remember. What is it?
We're under attack. I don't know who they are, but they've set light to half the castle. I must get you to safety, Your Highness.
Very well. I'm ready.
Follow me, Your Highness.
All right. So, probably going to go ahead and call it there. We have probably a solid, I would say, half hour before the Tekken 8 DLC officially drops so we can play it fully. So I'm going to take a little bit of a break, kind of gather myself, maybe get something to eat, watch something, hang out for a little bit. And then as soon as DLC officially drops and downloads, going to be hopping straight into it. We're probably not going to be doing a lot of online play tonight. Maybe towards the end, once I feel a little bit more comfortable, assuming that it's available. However, the main majority of the time is going to be about kind of BSing and hanging out and having a good time while also figuring out the ins and outs of Clive Rossfield, the DLC character for Tekken 8. If you guys do want to see more gameplay of me playing Final Fantasy XVI, please let me know in the comments or like and subscribe. It definitely lets me know that you guys are interested. And if you guys are interested, I'd definitely be interested in continuing this game. Because as of right now, even though it's mostly been very story-driven and everything's been very fixed, I would be very interested in getting back into things. As you guys can see in this area right here, the last time I played this was kind of towards the end of 2023. So it's been a little over a year since I actually played this game. So I don't remember a whole lot. I remember bits and pieces here and there, and as I'm watching it, I'm starting to recollect a little bit, but still don't remember a whole lot. In the meantime, however, I do want to thank you guys for joining me and hanging out and watching my stuff. Again, if you guys want to see more stuff like this, please let me know, and I will catch you guys here in a little bit or in the next streamer video that you guys watch of mine. Take care of yourselves in the meantime. Happy gaming and peace.